Hey guys, starting to use my YouTube channel a little more. I don't really have it all figured out. I, I don't know why I can't go live. I can't change a thumbnail. There's just little things I don't really understand. But I'm coming on here tonight to discuss a few of the Super Bowl riddles. I'll make multiple videos for other Super Bowl riddles or, coronavirus riddle, 9/11 riddle. I can make separate videos. I don't want to put it all on the same video because then people will get confused or the video is too long and they won't watch it all. So let's do Super Bowl 49, Super Bowl 51, and Super Bowl 52. Um, First of all, if you're new here, I've documented all my information from Gematria Effect News. I no longer get along with him. I think he could be a plant that tells us the truth. He won't go along with my ideas that are golden. He supports my ideas, but then doesn't want to follow through and do it, or invites me on his show to insult him or insult me, or I just don't have it figured out, man. He thinks I'm some moron, but all I've been doing is watching every video he ever put out for 4 years, making these T-shirts, trying to post people up in cities across the nation wearing these T-shirts, handing out business cards, typing out all the riddles from major events like 9/11, coronavirus, California fires, Kobe Bryant, rigged Super Bowls, you name it, Sandy Hook. Probably shouldn't have said that word. That'll probably get me taken down right away. So I just don't have Zach figured out, but I can assure you I've verified all the work. All the stuff I show is true, verifiable, and from there you just have to ask yourself the odds. So let's go over a few Super Bowl riddles. Super Bowl 49. Why didn't Marshawn Lynch run the ball? Well, we're going to show you how it's a ritual. And before I do that, you have to know, if you're new, that what we've learned is ritualistic people use numbers to mock us. They use prime numbers, dates on the calendar, gematria, days remaining in the year, or even like this year, I suspect it might be Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. I'm not saying he's going to win, but he'll be 44 years old, and the Super Bowl happens to be on the 44th day of the year. In past Super Bowls, we've shown his age be synced to it. We've shown the day of the year. We've shown the date itself be synced to it. We've seen the amount of playoff wins Tom Brady has be synced to it. So, they throw us multiple riddles these days ever since, Hubbard has had major media outlets make fun of him in articles, all to help hide the truth, of course. If you've got Vice Sports making an article making fun of you and you expose the truth, that kind of tells you that, they know who you are now, So for the last few years, lots of people have said, I see like multiple riddles now. And I think they do. They throw curveballs because they know people are out here exposing them. So ritualistic people love numbers. That was my main point there. And so Super Bowl 49, that season, Marshawn Lynch was like the best running back in the league. So when you fast forward clear to the Super Bowl, it's common sense that if you're on the 1 yard line and you only need 1 yard to win the Super Bowl and you have 3 chances to do it, you're going to run the ball all 3 times to get that 1 yard. You're not going to pass the ball and, chance an interception, And plus, if Marshawn Lynch is the baddest running back in the league, for sure he could plow through there for 1 yard if you gave him 3 chances, no doubt. And then the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. That's what would happen if it was real, okay? But when it's completely scripted, this is what happens. Russell Wilson he snaps the ball. It's 2nd down and 1. Second down and 1 means they have 3 chances to get into the end zone. And it also looks like the number 21, right? So Russell Wilson dropped back and made his 21st pass attempt on 2nd and 1. And it was intercepted by Malcolm Butler, number 21 of the defense. And when he fell to the ground, that virtually ended the game because all the Patriots kept to do is kneel and the game's over. They have no more timeouts. It's just mathematically they're done now. So when Malcolm Butler fell to the ground with 21 seconds rolling off the clock, the Patriots pretty much captured the Super Bowl. And let's not forget that this happened on 2/1, February 1st, and Brady picked up his 21st playoff win. I'll look forward to any trolls that want to sit there and try to debunk that. That's actually one of our easiest riddles to, I'm pretty sure a kindergartner or a first grader could look at that and say, you know what? I think they did that on purpose. The date, his 21st pass attempt, intercepted by number 21, 21 seconds rolling off the clock on 2/1, and Brady gets his 21st playoff win. People really, I've been posting this stuff everywhere too. And it's almost like the only reaction I get is from trolls, which are probably paid for trolls that surf the internet, helping, and their job is to embarrass me, make it look like I need to be in a psychiatric ward or a nut house or something. Discredit me to make me look like a clown, all to help hide the truth. They know that I'm not a clown, or they know I don't need help. They should probably look at me as pretty smart for being able to see through their little propaganda, because 10 million people watched the Super Bowl and nobody noticed that. That just shows how well they hide it. Pardon me with all I just ate and got off work, and I'm actually on dialysis, and sometimes it gives me a little heartburn in my stomach, so I'm not sitting here dying on you or anything. I just keep having to try to get rid of the heartburn feeling there, so get a little bit out of breath. I just recently hooked up, but yeah. So the truth is hidden, because if I have 600 friends on Facebook and I post that and it's not censored, why wouldn't I have 100 likes on something like that? And people are like, wow, man, I watched that game and I never saw that. And I can clearly see how they scripted that. See, people have this thing where when you say the NFL scripted, they don't think it's scripted because you can't script every play. People think baseball isn't scripted because how could you script that foul ball? What if you hit it right instead of the left? That's the part they're missing because they lack critical thinking skills. You don't have to script every play when a ball game's scripted. You can play out the innings. You can play out, Tom Brady can pass to whoever, It's about getting the desired outcome. And when they decide the game, usually that's when they'll put their little numeric ritual in there. So really, the script is just a play or two of the whole game. It goes back and forth. If they need fewer points, they'll score fewer. If they need more points, they'll score more often. That's all about getting the desired outcome. You can get that any way you want, But if it's all about the number 12 that day, Tom Brady will have a big game. Aaron Rodgers will have a big game. So all you get is the same tired ass questions. Is the whole team involved then? Or, you can fit any number where you want to fit it, and all them are just typical questions that new people ask every single day. And they act like they're asking some question I've never answered to or heard, I'm already way up here and learned way past having those questions. You know what I'm saying? I figured out on my own that probably only core players know it's scripted, like the third string linebacker doesn't. I figured out that when the third string linebacker goes home and tells his wife what a great game it was that the Patriots won that day, that itself helps give the league legitimacy. Because then the wife tells the neighbor, and the neighbor tells her, hey, our neighbor plays for the Patriots. Yeah, he don't play much. He's the third string linebacker. But man, he just told us how great of a game it was that last Sunday. So when you get the word of mouth, people actually think this stuff is legitimate. And people, think, oh, maybe it's rigged a little bit. Maybe that play here and a play there, they cheat for the money, the betting. If it was all about just the money or something, I wouldn't be on here with the t-shirt. It's ritualistically scripted. They've already got the money, and yes, they continue to make the money. And yes, they continue to rob all of us. But they're scripting it ritualistically. So it's not just about the money. They're mocking us to death. They're syncing the news and sports together. If it was just rigged, or just only like the WWE, I wouldn't care as much. I wouldn't root for him still, because I know it's... See, that's the only difference between the World Wrestling Federation and the NFL is that the World Wrestling Federation tells us that it's scripted, and the real sport doesn't. Now, that itself even kind of gives the NFL legitimacy, because, the fake wrestling's fake, but we know over here this is real. You just continue to see what they do there when you follow our work. Moving on to Super Bowl 51. I'm skipping 50. I do have information on it. I don't have it all memorized. I can tell you Hubbard predicted it'd be Broncos versus Panthers. He predicted the Black Panther rally shortly after the Super Bowl. I think it was in Oakland or San Francisco or something like that. He predicted Von Miller would be the MVP. He predicted the halftime performance. And just ask yourself, you know football. In October, which is months before the Super Bowl even happens, if you went door to door, how many people would have said Broncos versus Panthers? And it's all about, Newton, Huey P. Newton, the Black Panther Party, Cam Newton. Cam Newton was the 58th quarterback to appear in a Super Bowl. And then number 58, Von Miller, a defensive player, is the MVP of the Super Bowl. And there's a lot more to that. I think Newton equals 58 in gematria. So the riddle's there. I just don't have it memorized. But on to the 25-point comeback, Super Bowl 51, and then we'll do Super Bowl 52 and conclude this video. And I'll probably sit here and make another video right after. But I just want to, like I said before, I just want to put a couple things in each video and then, section it off. So Super Bowl 51. This is pretty simple, guys. Ritualistic people love numbers. We've exposed prime numbers a million times for a million different things. So this is nothing new to us. It's just new to you. It was the 97th NFL season. 97 is the 25th prime number. Okay? Now, since we were all little kids and since our grandpa was a little kid, the touchback, when the kicker kicks the ball to the other team and they don't return it, they get it on the 20-yard line. For no good reason, before Super Bowl 51, they switched it to the 25-yard line. Okay? You see where they're going here? So 97 is the 25th prime number. The touchback prior to the season has been switched to the 25. Now let's examine that Tom Brady was in the AFC, the American Conference. Right? The football's divided into two conferences, the AFC and the NFC, and the best team out of each one plays in the Super Bowl. So the AFC was sitting on 24 all-time Super Bowl wins, looking for their 25th. Brady and Belichick was sitting on 24 all-time playoff wins as a player-coach combo there, looking for their 25th. You know, in the language of gematria, coding letters into numbers, Falcons equals 25. And when you're down 28-3 late in the third quarter, like with 2-3 minutes to go, that's a nearly impossible comeback unless it's scripted. It'd have to be pretty rigged to come back. If the other team even scores 1 or 2 points, you're fried. That's just one more time you'd have to score. One more possession. That game happened on 2/5, February 5th. Okay, so do I need to recap? I mean, it's the 97th NFL season. 97 is the 25th prime number. The touchback prior to the season was switched to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick picked up their 25th career playoff wins. The AFC got their 25th ever Super Bowl. Falcons equals 25, which was their opponent. And the game happened on 2/5. Any brain dead moron should be able to see through that was all planned. And could I have predicted that? Of course not. There's other ways that Zach has predicted stuff, over the years. But your average person who even knows it's rigged can't necessarily predict all that stuff would happen. But too many new people think that if you're exposing rigged sports that he's got to automatically be able to predict it. No, I don't. But I can show it just like I just did to you. It's all about what you show. Zachary Hubbard has predicted a million things, and we can make videos about that. And I don't know if he predicted or if he's a plant. But if he's a plant, he's shown his truth. But so I'm on the fence there myself for my own reasons. But either way, I know I was shown the truth because I verified all those 25s. I verified all the 21s on the Marshawn Lynch Seattle Seahawks one. So I know it's true. So now you can go verify it all and know it's true. And ask yourself the odds that all that happened organically. Come on. On to Super Bowl 52, which is one of my favorites, I might add. This one shows you that not just sports are rigged, but the media, the racial divisiveness that they put out there to make us all mad and divide us. The presidency scripted. This riddle shows that. And it shows that the Super Bowl's scripted. You only need half a fucking brain to see through this one. Just like, actually, all of them so far. I mean, really all of them. Let's call a spade here, Look, before this riddle, we were already exposing scripted politics. We were already exposing scripted sports. So this is just par for the course. So we know all this stuff I'm about to show you is dead on accurate, Trump. And so many truthers think Trump is on their side. What you gotta know is it's all theatrics. It's all one big scripted puppet show. Now, if you take a puppet show, you're going to have a good guy and you're going to have a bad guy. Character, just like wrestling, just like fake wrestling. You have a good guy and you have a heel. Okay? So Joe Biden's the heel and Donald Trump is the good guy. It's all about the character that they give them. When they're doing evil things, of course they're going to have a good guy. And that's what all of you have fallen for, okay? We have so many riddles on Trump, that's another video, okay? But I'm going to show you a riddle he's involved here today, So that proves the politics are rigged, that they're predetermined, scripted puppet show. All right, check this out. Trump took office when the flag was 239 years old. The flag was sewn at, when you think of where the flag was sewn, what number do you think of? You think of the address that it was sewn at. 239 Arch Street in Philadelphia. Okay? So we have a narrative about police brutality and the flag. Trump happens to share the flag's birthday, which I find hilarious because when you're famous like Trump is and born and bred to be, they could contrive his birthday to be any date they want. So I find it very funny he has a June 14th birthday, which most of the world writes that 14/6. Let's remember that one for later. 14/6. Okay? So I believe that Trump was born and bred to be myself, and I believe that they made his birthday that day on purpose, all for the events to come. Oh, I got to get this one out. It's telling me my video's about to end. That sucks. Um, Trump took office when the flag was 239 years old. The flag was sewn at 239 Arch Street. It was all about the flag. Um, Before Trump attacked the NFL, a meaningless article came out with his picture and he's smiling and it said, Trump has been working out and he is down to 239 pounds. That's mockery right there, guys. Lesson of the day. And then he attacked the NFL, which is more theatrics, on September 23rd, which most of the world writes that 23/9 like 239. Let's not forget that Colin Kaepernick started kneeling August 26th with leap year that year. That was the 239th day of the year. Now 239 is the 52nd prime number, and we're in the year of Super Bowl 52.